Lovely. Yeah, we knew something was wrong, right? Oh, it feels warm, this and that. This is, I don't know, the umpteenth time that I've told them, you guys should really look into maintenance. And I keep sending them these photos, these videos, all that black crap that comes out, right? Because this is just a glorified maintenance call. I mean, I'm doing just enough to get it clean, to get it by. It is a double row. I'm not doing that today. I got some other things to do. And to be honest, this one call probably is going to cost just as much as, or half of what it would do to do all 3 or 4 units that they have here and do some other checks, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think it benefits them if they do it, and it's steady income for us every, you know, 6 months or whatever. So I'm going to clean it some more. But this is typically where I start when it's a system that's acting a little funny, but we're getting cold air and everything out of it. I was like, it's not as cold as it should be, so I'm gonna let it. Well, I'm gonna continue rinsing it till it's clear. That's my number one rule. And then we'll check pressures and see if it stabilizes and if we get any better cooling after this. So they have duct issues as well. That's another thing I need to submit like a quote on, but I don't know if they're gonna want that. If, you know, if this blows a couple degrees colder, they might say that's enough. So I still got to go after this, go pull some permits out. We have some installs coming up, so more invoicing, business side, pulling permits, all that kind of stuff. And this is a new system. Somebody, I mean, that was reused obviously, and somebody bypassed it already. But I'll have to quote that too. I'm just gonna go till it's clear. This is one of the first things I do if a system, if I don't know the history of it, and I'm pretty sure, because we've been trying to get them to clean them. I'm more than sure they've never been cleaned. So this is a new system. I don't want to get too deep into it. With it being new, I don't think I have to add refrigerant or anything like that. So we're just gonna let it dry off once I'm done rinsing. All of this is just from that unit. There's spots over there, spots here, spots there from the side. Don't forget that there's a side on some of these carrier units, and it's double row. So if they want it cleaned properly, it's a different, it's a whole different thing. Forgot to take a before, but we were in the high 60s. So we're gonna see what it gets to now, and obviously check pressures. I was gonna show you guys that it was at 61 and it went up, but they got busy right now. This also handles like the, I wanna say this is for the restrooms and the front area. So this one has like where you walk in, you open a door, you walk in, there's an empty just space there, and you open another door to get into the actual restaurant. Forgot what that little barrier is called, but I think right now they had it open, but they have issues where there's attic air seeping into the building itself too. So my pressures are a little bit high, but it could be because of that high heat load, the attic air and stuff like that. So I think for today, it's gonna get down to probably 60, but yeah, right now they're getting busy. There's only so much I can do. This is the same building that had all the ducts disconnected on the back AC, right? So that one was never working because all the vents were basically non-existent. And then the front one had issues too. It was raining inside from all the drains, all the drain issues. And then I told them this one also has a vent that is just in the attic feeding nothing. So I had to kind of force that one closed because there's not even anywhere I can put it right now. I do want to redirect it closer to the front where the registers and the entrance is. That would help, I think, a lot. So I got it cleaned out, just checked, kind of an overview. It is getting a little bit colder. And until they get, I would need another request, because these are now these work orders expire on us. They can purge them if I take too long. So like whenever I don't have time to get to one, or I pause one for parts or anything like that, I need to start closing these tickets a lot quicker, because they're going to penalize us by purging them out and not letting us invoice. So that's a whole ordeal. So that's why now, even more than before, I'm trying to close these out. And if it needs anything, that's another ticket. And that's what happens when not only all that rust, but all the plants that come out too.
Ew, right? This is actually one of the bids that I lost. That is a brand new walk-in evaporator and condenser. That roof is just all around nasty. And I guess he thought it was okay to leave the insulation and piping like that. So yeah, that's the one where I recommended that the unit be changed out because the compressor was going out. He tried to fix it. It worked for a day, and then he ended up getting the change out, winning that bid. But when I go and do these change outs, I try to make it look the best that I can. Now I understand, especially with this roof, the customer might not ever see anything on that rooftop. They have no idea what it looks like. I always act like somebody's gonna come inspect my work, or somebody is watching over my shoulder. And that is how I tell my guys to work as well. And I will go and inspect, you know, on their calls. But you'd be surprised that some customers actually will go on the roof and look at what you did. Or another company like myself, seeing this one, there's other eyes that will be on it, and somebody could say something. So that's why if I'm doing a change out and we are reusing the line set, don't reuse that insulation. It's probably torn up. The UV has beat it up and eaten it away. And you should, it's for efficiency, but also just for the look of it. And so you don't have water dripping everywhere when it condensates and all that. Your suction line is always condensating. And if it drips, especially if there's metal and stuff, you could rust out certain spots and make a bigger problem sometime later. So I always make sure that I have insulation on the truck. We wrap it up with new line insulation, and we use AIREX E-Guard Flex to wrap around it so that the sun can never eat it away and cause those, you know, that ugly eyesore or that condensate to come out and seep out through a deteriorated insulation. So if you've heard of AIREX, they do these line set penetration covers that go on the side of the wall of your house. That way that looks nice instead of the foam spray that everybody uses. They do now make a two-piece where you can kind of maybe offer it to a customer. You re-insulate the line set, you're there for a maintenance, and then you can kind of slap one of these covers on. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on that product alone. Those come in kits. You can use the jacket by itself. I've done it plenty of times. Or you can buy the extra large, like 75-foot roll, and just have it with you and cut it to size. And you know, I use it on all my installs, and I think it makes it look a lot better, top tier. Customer gets what they paid for, and you can also just kind of go around and clean up any bad insulation you see, or you know, going behind another company. So check out AIREX at your local supply house. Check out their website that I'll have listed down below in the description. Follow them on Instagram, and I hope you guys are enjoying the video.
We're not roofers, but if we're up here, we're going to make sure everything's good. This is the other side of the building, and typically mud and stuff and grass or weeds block the drainage. So if I usually take them out, kind of wash everything through, help them out with their roof a little bit. And these are relatively new. There are some things that we just have to kind of ignore, because until it's a call, I've had plenty of calls where this rubs out, shorts out. This is the thermostat wiring, so I can't recommend rewiring of like, I don't know, 60 units, because they've all been installed like this, not by us, because we don't do a lot of the installation for this company. But if I really wanted, like if I really could, if I was allowed to, I would, you know, make a ton of money just rewiring the thermostats. But you have to be realistic. They're not going to approve all that. So we kind of, there's some things that we kind of have to overlook, but just keep in mind that that might be a future call, right? So do what you can. I mean, this power should be recommended as well to kind of clean this up. But it has to get approved or I can't do it. I can't just, you know, start doing things for free. I'm gonna, like I said, I have to close a ticket out because they started this purge feature on their website, because this is a commercial account, so I have to submit invoices not only through Jobber, which right now, I mean, I'm recording with my phone, but we're able to do everything on Jobber, and from there just upload it to whatever website they prefer or email it however they want. So free trial and discount if you guys are interested. Jobber has been fantastic. Even with Jobber, because of these commercial accounts, it gets super confusing. Like I've shown you, pretty sure I've shown a picture, or I think I showed the guys on HVAC nights through text. There's like 7 levels of approval. There's like a site approval. They have to say, okay, he was here, he did the work. And then there's different levels of approval before it gets kicked back to me. So like right now, I close the ticket. I have to wait several days or whatever it is to go through all those, and then it gets kicked back. Finally, I see it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, here's what I did. Upload the invoice, and then it's submitted for payment. Now, when we get busy, I get backed up because I forget to check because they're not, you know, done the same day. So that's why I get backed up on invoices for the guys that have, you know, been curious about that. Also, I started using a dry erase board. I think Brian mentioned that he uses one. Definitely helps me. Right now I realize that I had like 3 invoices that I forgot to close, and I did that already. Just through my phone, through Jobber. Check it out. Help your business out. I also need to quote or just recommend, I don't know if they're going to do it. You know, their duct is a mess, and just been noticing that a lot of places around here, their duct all messed up, and I don't do that kind of work. So I don't even carry mastic with me. So that's all stuff that has to be like scheduled, approved, and, you know, get all the supplies that we need, all that kind of stuff. I do want to redirect some of their duct. That's what we do at a lot of places because it makes no damn sense. There is a duct, a vent that's blowing pretty good air that was just thrown in the ceiling. I'm like, man, you guys are losing, like, no wonder it's hot in there, right? So, you know, we'll get to all that. Right now, I have to get to downtown. I got to pull a permit. We're going to be installing an AC system very soon, or replacing one. Customer buys their own equipment, so I'm pretty sure they bought it already, and we just need to install it. I need to go get the permit, all that business side. I am the contractor for the business. Like, I am the ones that have asked about, or they get upset when customers buy the equipment. Your business, everybody's business is different. It's actually helped us. And I mean, now I would love to buy everything because we're doing well. But if you guys are a small business, having the customer, like in commercial at least, having the customer buy their own equipment is not necessarily a bad thing. It cuts into some of your profit. I mean, we're not doubling the price on units or anything crazy. It cuts into some of your profit. I mean, most of it should be labor, materials, all that, you know, your rate, anything like that. But it's money that's not tied up. So if you're a small business like we have been, and you get a lot of work all at once, do you really want $50,000 to $100,000 tied up in equipment? Not really. We can't take that kind of hit. So when customers started buying their own equipment, it hasn't been a big deal. That's a lot of money that's not tied up with us, not on our credit cards, not on our accounts, anything like that. So every business is different. It might work for you. You might not like it. You might like it. It might be beneficial if you're a smaller company. Residential is a little bit different because you get paid on the spot. Commercial, that money is tied up for months. Just keep that in mind. You buy it, you schedule it, you do all that, then you bill it, then you wait,
then the net, 30-day net, whatever it is, then you get the check. And that's if they pay on time. A lot of them do not. So just, you know, kind of a little business talk. Like I said, I wanted to get more into the business stuff. Let's go pull a permit and see what comes up.
The permit was denied due to customer being behind on so many other building permits since COVID. They in fact used another company to do it on the weekend.